So welcome back to Cancerous Relationships. Meet Hector, the human papillomavirus.
Hector is a non-enveloped icosahedral circular double-stranded DNA virus with a genome size of 8 kilobases encoding 9 genes. Hector is attracted to cervical cells, vulvar cells, uterine cells, and penile cells. In addition to infecting these human cells, Hector likes long walks on the beach. We believe we have found the ideal contestant for Hector. This is Cece, the cervical cell. She is a newly formed basal keratinocyte looking to divide a few times, differentiate, and move up through the epithelium. Cece is looking for the one. Is that Hector?
So let's follow these two on their journey to find love.
There were a lot of barriers to overcome before these two could meet, but due to a microabrasion in the neighbourhood, he was able to gain access to the basal layer of the cervix at the squamocolumnar junction. Cece and Hector got on incredibly well. They were extremely attracted to each other. Hector persisted in his relationship with Cece, and before we knew it, they had moved in together. To outsiders, it looked like he was invading her home, as Hector attached himself to a special heparan sulfate receptor on Cece's surface. From here, the doors of Cece's house were open, and he moves right in, establishing himself in her life and leaving behind his old home, his capsid. Hector's DNA moved into Cece's nucleus, and the two genomes became one. Even though it was Cece's home, Hector began to take over. Hector started to upregulate his genes, and through E6 and E7, he eventually began to change her, altering her protectors P53 and retinoblastoma, the tumour suppressor genes. She is starting to lose control of herself, and Hector is the reason. Cece began to take a new form. She doesn't have her typical shape anymore. She has become dysplastic. Her nucleus becomes darker, less central, and irregularly shaped. She is now known as a cervical intraepithelial neoplasia. She was becoming something different and uncontrolled. Together, they thought they were immortal. And soon after, Cece began to proliferate uncontrollably.
It was at this point that Cece was fully gone. She was no longer a cervical cell, she was a cancer cell, and Hector had destroyed her.
This is the story of Hector and Cece and the evolution of their cancerous relationship.